All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jason Hetland here, Rodeo Round Up backstage, world's toughest rodeo with bareback rider and male model extraordinaire, AJ Coletti. AJ, man, you started the night off last night, and it electrified the crowd, but it wasn't quite enough to place, was it?
No, the horse was okay. I stumbled a little bit on my feet, but I got to do my part. Horse is doing hers, and that's just how it goes some days.
You know what? We got another night ahead of us right here, and then we've got to be pretty good friends over the last couple of days, and Pueblo, Colorado to Minnesota in this weather, you got to be loving it.
Yeah, let's just say I call it God's country in Colorado for a reason. No, it's not terrible here. It could always be worse, but from what I understand, 50 degrees warmer than a couple weeks ago. I'll take it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this last week was horrible before you guys got here. But let's switch gears a little bit. Let's go away from the world's toughest rodeo, because off camera we've been talking the last few days just about all the drama surrounding the PRCA and the defection and the stories and this and that. As a PRCA bareback rider and a long line, if anybody knows anything about rodeo, the Coletti name, we're not going to talk about Casey, but we might. But let's talk about what that means to the contestants, because we haven't got a contestant point of view yet. We've been getting the news releases and everything, but what is a contestant's point of view on this? Well,
I'm not necessarily one of those that just follows everybody, but if somebody has a legit reason that they leave, and they've got a pack of them that they're pretty upset, I'm one that I'll go with everybody else because that's where the money's going, and you're only as good as your competition will ever be. So I mean, if there's no competition, how good are you ever going to be?
And the other interesting thing is they just made the announcement that the NFR was going to be back in Las Vegas, but I know that Texas was in a bid, and I've talked to a lot of guys up there, Cecil Bell Jr., there's a lot of talk about what's going to happen if the defection does happen. Do you think it's a good chance that we may be going to Dallas with this new association?
There could be a good chance, but on the other hand, money talks, and I hate to look at it like that too, but money talks in a lot more than just rodeo. So I mean, like I said, I'll support what the main guys are thinking, and I'll hear out different points of view, but if Dallas looks good on paper, it might be a good venue, but if not, Orlando was throwing out bids too, and but they turned down that reason for a reason, and I'll back the guys that kind of know a little bit more that's going on than I do.
Yeah, and let's talk about social media. It's a big aspect for professional athletes, and it's tough going up and down the road all year long, making a vibe for that World Finals, the National Finals Rodeo. What are you? How can people get a hold of you or follow you if they're interested in sponsoring you, or just keeping up with what you're doing?
Well, Facebook is a good way. I normally put up posts all the time about what I'm doing, or if I'm going to a rodeo, or I work and live on a farm and ranch back home, so I'll post a picture of what I'm doing. So I mean, I don't think I overdo it, but there are some people that post about every 5 minutes about what they do. But I like to let everybody know what I'm doing, and getting a lot of support just by somebody hitting a like button it's pretty neat.
Now, we're going to end the interview because I know you got to get ready. We're about an hour away from showtime. But I've been asked by numerous female fans of the Rodeo Roundup that we got to have the pose and the AJ Coletti smile. So can you do that as we close it out?
First of all, I guess I got to know what the pose is before I get in too deep. My boots are only so tall.
Well, you're the male model. That's what they all say, so just come up with something.
Well, normally it's without a shirt, so that just kind of depends on everybody else. I mean,
this is a family website.
Okay, well, I guess I better keep it classy. I don't know. My left side's a little bit better, so no, I appreciate it, though.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Hetland here with your PRCA bareback rider, AJ Coletti, right here at the 2014 World's Toughest Rodeo.